What's good? What's good? What's good, Skins fans? Out of nowhere live stream. Just wanted to get you guys' opinion on this name, man. Like I said, the uniforms they're not bad, but it looks like a created generic expansion XFL Madden team. It really does. That's what we look at right. That's what we look right. That's what we look like right now. We look like a created team. The Washington football team, no mascot, no name. Just a number on the side of the helmet. We look like a generic 2K, NBA 2K Madden team. That's what we look like right now. We really do. But like I said, I don't care what the name is. I just want to see some wins. Hell to the football team. Hashtag HTTF. This is just a form as fans, as Washington football team fans or Redskins fans, whatever you want to call us. This is a forum where we get to talk about it real quick for about 30 minutes or possibly an hour, where we can just chime in. I don't even see the chat. Nobody's chatting yet. Only 5 people in right now. So I don't even see any people chatting right now, which is really weird. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, Jefferson Montreal, what's up, man? What's going on, man? What's up, Jefferson? What's up, man? Yeah. So I just want to know how y'all feel. Washington football team. The logo is being taken away. I'm hearing that Terry Bateman said that Dan did not have a plan at all. They were not close to naming a name at all. I just read something. Somebody just tagged me on something on Twitter saying the Washington football team was never close to selecting an actual replacement for Redskins team for a replacement for the name Redskins. And Terry Bateman said this, so we were not even close to getting a new name at all. Kyle Mahoney, what's up, man? He said definitely better than rushing into an ugly rebrand. I agree with that. I think there's different ways. I think there's different ways to look at it. I know we're gonna get the trolls in here too. Um, there's different ways to look at it. I think that's a positive way to look at it. Is you don't want to rush. You don't want to rush into a new team name. You don't want to rush into something that people don't like. And now Dan has a chance to actually possibly get it right, where he can ask the fans what they want. He can do a fan vote. He can do something like that. And there's a lot of legal things that go into it. You got to do the trademark. Arkansas State, they have the Red Wolves. Who else? There's other teams with different names that have the same name. The Warriors is trademarked. You got to get the name from all those. The guy who trademarked all those names, Martin McCauley, he took all those names away. What's up, Pedro? So it does buy Dan some time. It is going to be silly looking that our name is Washington Football Team. Like I said, it looks like a video game, like a generic team or something. That's what we look like right now. But it does buy Dan Snyder a little bit of time. Minzy Sports said, "What's new about the jerseys?" So the jerseys are different. The stripes in the helmet are gone. The stripes in the helmet are gone. So there's no more stripes in the helmet. That is the interesting part. They're pretty generic. They look okay. Some people are saying they look like Alabama, and they are similar, just a little bit. I mean, burgundy and gold, crimson tide is different, of course, but the jerseys are they're pretty generic. They're the same jerseys, but there's no more stripes in the middle of the helmet. So they did take that away. That's the bad part about it. You're a funny guy, Eagles Nets. Dysfunctional doorknob said Washington Crimson Tide pretty much. Yeah, that's what we are. Washington Crimson Tide. That's what we look like. That's what we look. We look like a college team with a number on the side. That's what we look like. Pedro said people actually think it's our actual permanent. Yeah, it's not. That's the thing. It's not our permanent name. Some people are overreacting, but think it's our permanent name. This is a temporary name. Now, if Dan somehow says this is our permanent name after the 2020 season, then yeah, it's gonna be tough to be a fan. It's already tough to be a fan, but we're just a joke if we keep this name. I don't think we will. I really don't think we will. Guppy, what's up, Guppy? He says Lebanon James and Max Kellerman along. Yeah, they're clowns. Both of them. He's a Cowboys fan. So he's a Cowboys fan. He's a Browns fan. The Cowboys. He flip flops. He's such a team hopper. I don't respect Lebanon James as a sports fan. I think he was a Cowboys fan. You're not even from Dallas or near Dallas, and you're just a hop on Dallas fan. And he was a Yankees fan. He just like every team that was big in the media. He like there's always people who I have some friends who are like Lakers fans, Patriots fans, and Yankees fans at the same time. I'm like, bro, you're just a hop on. That's what you are. You're just hop That's what LeBron is. He's kind of a follower a little bit sometimes with sports things. So I don't really respect his opinion on it because he's a Cowboys fan. So that's what he is. A lot of people are going to be joking us right now. A lot of people are going to be joking us. We're going to be the big. We're going to be joking around a lot. A lot of people are going to be joking us. On the Warpath, shout out to Guppy. Guppy is a channel member. Shout out to On the Warpath. That's my guy. He's a channel member as well. He said, I don't like the temp name. I'm calling them the Washington Burgundy and Gold, but I'd rather them take the time to get the name right. I don't like the temporary name either. I agree with you on that. I like that they are taking their time a little bit. It gives Dan a chance to get fans involved. It gives Dan a chance to get fans involved. He can actually ask and do a vote. If he's smart, he can do that. Ask alumni, ask other people, what they think the name should be. So this is you can look at it both ways. There's a good game. There's good ways to look at it and bad ways to look at it. Good and bad ways to look at it. Landry Bauman, what's up, man? He says they could have done better with the jerseys, man. At least make them all burgundy with gold stripe. Yeah, they took the stripes away. It's very generic. Like I said, it's very generic. It looks like a generic Madden team, an expansion team on Madden. That's what it looks like, in my opinion. It looks very plain, very generic, very dry. Big Simple said, "We live." What's up, Big Simple? Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Make sure y'all sub up on the Warpath and Pedro as well. On the Warpath, he's a good guy. Pedro's a great guy. Big Simple's another great guy. Big Redskins fans, or big Washington football team fans. And the merchandise is going on sale pretty soon. I might buy something. I don't know if you guys are going to buy any gear, but if the price is super high, which the price is probably going to be super, super high, because you know how the NFL is. They want to jack up the price on everything. I usually buy my stuff from other places. I usually don't go directly on NFL.com or whatever. But we'll see what happens. Where we could, if you decide to buy the jersey for 1 year, it's only for 1 year. It's supposed to be only for one. Hopefully, it's only 1 year. Who knows how long it could take for us to change the name? I see some Eagles fans in the chat here. We're gonna beat the Eagles. I'm telling you. Look, name or no, we can beat the Washington Cupcakes. We're gonna beat the Eagles this year. I'm telling you. We should have beat y'all last year. Should have beat y'all last year. We only lost by 5 in the first game. The second, we were up 17-0 at halftime in the first game. Then we were beating y'all again at halftime at FedEx, 14-10. So both games were very close games. Like I said, if you keep playing with fire, you're gonna get burnt. You keep starting games off down by 10, 17 points, you're gonna end up losing. One of these times you're gonna lose. And you Eagles fans can get off their high horse. We beat y'all 5 times in a row. We had Kirk Cousins, RG3. We owned y'all for a little while. So it goes back and forth a little bit. Let's see. Baby Glock, what's up, man? What's up, Baby Glock? Kevin plays. As long as we get W's, we good. What's up, man? Yeah, definitely. That's all I care about. All I care about is wins. Like I said, it could be the Washington Cupcakes. That's all I really care about is getting W's. Pedro Smith said, "I have no idea what to do with my jersey." Yeah, man, you can return it. Well, hey, we beat y'all 5 times in a row. It goes back and forth. We'll see what happens in 2020. We'll see what happens. I got us beating y'all that first. I have a split this year. We're probably gonna beat y'all. Glenn Jagger said, "What do I think about the jersey?" The jersey, it's very plain. It's very plain. It's real plain, but it's fine. It's not bad, honestly. It's really the jersey not that bad, but it's really plain and generic. Like I said, it looks like a created team. That's what it looks like. ZJ13 Goat, what's up, man? He said the Washington football team sounds like a random team name generator name. That's what I said. It just sounds like Madden. It really sounds like a Madden team. That's what it is. We look like a Madden created player. We look like a whole bunch of creative players out there with the number on the side of the helmet, no team logo, none of that. Just Washington football team, Washington football club. Very generic. It looks like, Dan just really didn't have a real plan on at all. He should have had a backup plan. He did say never in all caps. So I understand that he didn't have a backup plan, but he should have had something. He should have had something up his sleeve. Some kind of backup plan he definitely should have had. Ties Wise Rise have predict 6 to 9 wins this year. You think that's in order? Yeah, I think I see 6 and 10. My prediction was 6 and 10. If we even have 16 games this year, I think it's only going to be 10 games. Juan Soto did test positive for the virus. This is another sport, but say if a prominent or legitimate player for the Redskins or whatever team, whoever it could be, say if Pat Mahomes tests positive for the virus, then they're gonna have to probably postpone the game. They probably postpone the game and change it up. So that's MLS. They've been playing games. Some guys have had the virus, and it's really changed the outcome of the game. In different countries as well. Somebody important like a Juan Soto gets the virus, or Pat Mahomes gets the virus, and the Chiefs most likely will lose that game. So, me 703. What's up, man? What's up, man? Joey T said, "What's up? What's up, Joey T?" He said, "It's plain, but they can't do much with no name and no logo." That's true. That's true. They could have possibly kept the stripes in there. They could have kept the stripes, the burgundy and gold stripes. But they just decided to go away with the whole thing. So the jersey is going to be it's going to be different. It's going to be different. They did keep the colors, which is cool. I like that in my opinion, but it is going to be a little different. So it is going to be a little different. Hey, Bill Ambrosio said version of Arizona State uniform. Defender's name is Whack. Me said I'd rather have the Warriors than the Defenders. I don't. Yeah, I don't like any of those names. I don't like Defenders. Isn't that bad? But that's already an XFL team, so they would really just be like, "Oh yeah, you guys are definitely an XFL team." That's what they would say. They would just be like, "Yeah, you guys are an XFL team for sure." Jason Jones said, "I heard Julie Donaldson wants the Washington Generals. We need to push for the Red Wolves hard." Yeah, I don't want the Generals. The Generals were trash when they played in basketball. The Generals were awful. They were known for being bad. So I don't want to be the Generals. I'd rather be the Red Wolves. Like I said, I'm over the name change. I'm getting tired of it. But I would take the Red Wolves if anything. I would take the Red Wolves. That's the fan favorite. If he does a fan vote, it's gonna be Red Wolves. Wise Rod says, I personally believe Jimmy Moreland and Steve Sims will be the surprise players of the year. Who do you think will be a surprise player for us this year? Jimmy Moreland definitely could be. I think Steve Sims is going to be great. A surprise player. I would say Antonio Gibson, but he's a rookie. I would say AGG, but he's a rookie. Jimmy Moreland most likely would be the surprise player. I think if anybody else plays well, like if Steve Sims plays really well, he's not a surprise to me. So it's tough to define surprise. Maybe Wes Martin at guard. He might be a really, really good guard. Abel Ambrosio said Bryce Love. He could be a big surprise since he hasn't played. He hasn't played yet. He's a rookie, so he could be a big surprise. Antonio Gibson possibly. I would say maybe J.D. McKissick. I like J.D. McKissick. I think he could possibly make a little. If he makes the team, maybe he could have a nice impact on the roster. Once again, Antonio Gandy Golden could be really good. Sadiq Charles could be a surprise. All the rookies, in my opinion, could be a surprise. So that's how I feel like on defense. Maybe Sean Dion Hamilton. Maybe Joe T said Cole Holcomb. Cole Holcomb looks ripped. He looks like he's been working out a lot in the offseason. So Cam Sims, I don't know if he's gonna be the roster. Cam Sims can maybe be a surprise. So Sean Davis, the free safety. So those are guys that might be a surprise in my opinion. Ryan Anderson, Ty said Ryan Anderson or TT Ryan Anderson could be a surprise possibly. So I could see him being a surprise player. I really could. Let's see here. Somebody said Cam Sims. Anthony Manzano said, "Hey, do you honestly think it would have made sense for Major League Baseball just to not have a season this year instead of a 60-game season?" I'm kind of happy they had it. They tried. I'm kind of happy that they try to have a season. I'm happy that they put an effort in trying to have a season rather than just giving up. So 60 games is not a lot. They usually have about 160 games in a season, or something like that. So 60 games. I think it should be 60 games anyway because baseball can just be a little boring in my opinion. So I'm happy that they tried. I'm happy the NBA is back. I'm happy MLS is back and all that stuff. So I'm happy that everybody's already tried. I'm happy that everybody's tried. LeBron James said, "Would you want Bezos as an owner?" Shout out to LeBron James. What's up, LeBron? Lebanon's in the chat. Lebanon said, "Would you want Bezos as an owner?" I wouldn't mind Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, he has some bad things against him too. The way the way Amazon employees are treated is bad. A lot of employees have complained about the way they've been mistreated. So Jeff Bezos, he has his flaws as well. He's a good businessman, of course. He's bought a lot of things. He's a billionaire. So I wouldn't mind Jeff Bezos. We need a fresh start at owner, of course. We need a fresh start at the owner position. I mean, at the owner position. So we really do need a fresh start. We really do need a fresh start. We do need a fresh start. Dwayne Haskins plug said Wizards could have won that game last night. They gave up at the end. Yeah, they definitely should have won that game. They definitely should have won that game. And Jerry Uthoff had a wide open three he could have made. Troy Brown missed a lot of threes. There were a lot of threes that we missed towards the end of the game. We let Troy Daniels score at the end. It was ridiculous. There was a lot of times that we had a chance to really win that game. We definitely should have won that game. Should have won that game for sure. There's no way that we should have lost that game. But the Nuggets are a good team. They got Jokic. Bol was killing us. Abel. Yeah, Bol. He was drug tested yesterday. He played well. He got drug tested. They were like, "Oh man, you played so well. This is your first game playing in a bubble, or in it. This is. I think that was his first NBA game because he's been in the G League for his whole career." So, me 703 said Bezos' money would be a nice though. He would dump so much money into the team. Yeah, we would definitely get a new stadium, possibly the Amazon Prime Stadium. So it would definitely be the Amazon Prime Stadium. It'd be pretty cool. I mean, Bezos got a lot of money, so it would be very updated. The stadium would be cool, high tech. I think we would get a dome possibly with a retractable roof. Updated. We just need to update every FedEx Field is old. It's one of the worst stadiums in the league. It's one of the oldest stadiums in the league. So it's time for a new stadium, and I think Bezos definitely would help that happen in DC. He doesn't own the Washington Post. He owns many things. He's a great businessman. So I don't know if he's a great person personally. So, but I think Dan is actually trying to do the right thing. I think Dan, he hired Ron Rivera. It's a new era. I think he swallowed some of his pride. I think he's, stopped meddling in with the front office things and he stopped signing big name free agents. He has stopped doing that as of recent years. So I think Dan has matured and grown up a little bit as an owner and has realized, what it takes to be an owner. So Dan has been awful for the past 20 years. But I think this year was finally the way, we got to see how this Rivera thing goes. If finally this can go in the right direction, then hey, we got to tip our cap to Dan. We really do. So, but I wouldn't mind getting a new owner, definitely. Washington Die Hard fan. He already changed his picture. We headed in the right direction. Yeah, he already changed his picture. We got the new logo. We got jerseys. We got the new helmet with a number on the side. We got people. The NFL is selling merchandise, of course. They're trying to make a profit off of this, so they're going to do everything that they can. Rufio said Amazon Prime Stadium would be lit. Yeah, it'd be cool. It would be different. It'd be different. I know it would be very updated, very lit. It would be a nice stadium. I know that. Probably free nice, good Wi-Fi in the stadium. Better food and stuff, and better seats, better spacing. Like I said, a dome with a retractable roof, so you can get all kinds of weather. If you still want good weather, you can still get it in the dome. Everybody, like I said, nice seats, spacing better. The spacing in FedEx Field, the seats were just so on top of each other. It's bad for a tall guy like myself. FedEx Field, it is rough. It's very old. Parking is awful. It's really bad. Philly Tall Podcast, what's up, man? That's my guy. He is a terrible Eagles fan, of course. He's a good guy. I think you guys know who he is. He's a good guy. Me703 said Dan's a piece of shiggity. Everyone knows it. And on top of that, he's terrible at running the organization. Just like Trump, anyone would be an upgrade. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. 100% agree with that. I think anybody would be an upgrade over both of those guys, to be honest with you. I think anybody would be an upgrade over both of those guys. So, but yeah, Dan Snyder's been a terrible owner. Victor Jimenez said Mark is already trolling you. Yeah, I already know. People are trolling. All Cowboys fans are having fun with this one. All Cowboys fans are having fun with this one. They are very happy about this. They are trying to troll as much as they can. So yeah, I see that. I see the trolls. I see Philly Talk Podcast trolling too, man. I see him trolling. I see him trolling too on his page, on his YouTube channel. Rodney Raymondville said, "Hey, what's up, the real? What's up, man? What's going on? What's my man Rodney, man? I see him in the chat all the time. He said, "What's up? I'm good. Like I said, this is the real Ed Oliver. It's not the one that got the DWI. I'm the real Ed Oliver. He stole my name. LB, what's up, man? Rich Heigl, he's a channel member. What's up, man? He said, like I said, it will only add to the fire. Yeah, I mean, everything's just going crazy right now. We have so many news that is not about football with the Washington Redskins. It really is crazy. It really is crazy. We have so many news that is not about football. So much news that's not about football. But I think we are moving in the right direction with Ron Rivera. The Rivera era is a new era. So I really think we are moving in the right direction. Lebanon James said, "Who do you think will be the best rookie receiver this season? In the whole NFL or just the Redskins? If it's the Redskins, then it'll probably be AGG. That's the best receiver that we got. So I think it will be Anthony or Gandy Golden out of all the receivers. A lot of the receivers we got were mostly undrafted guys: Isaiah Wright, Jonathan Johnson. So we really didn't get much in the draft, many receivers. Sean Haynes, but out of all the receivers, it'll probably be Jerry Jeudy in my opinion. I think he's the best wide receiver in that class. Um, CeeDee Lamb is good. I hate to say it, he's good. Justin Jefferson's good. Who else? Denzel Mims is pretty good in my opinion. But I think Henry Ruggs is good too, but he's more of a speed guy. But I think out of I think Jerry Jeudy is going to have a really good career. I think he's going to have the best rookie season out of all of the rookie receivers. Jim Collins said, "What's going to be the mascot?" The mascot, we don't know. We don't know what the mascot is going to be. I don't know. I don't think we even have a mascot. I don't. That's a good question. I don't think we have a mascot. Washington football team. I don't think we're going to have a mascot. To be honest with you, I don't know what's going on with that. Cruz in 26. He's a Giants fan. Thank you for the donation. He said, "Hey, you ready to get swept by the hi? You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. You're funny." But thank you for the donation. We're not getting swept. I think we're gonna split. If anything, we're gonna split. We're definitely gonna be the Giants this year. Reddy Red, you're a funny guy. He's a Cowboys fan too. I think we're gonna split against the Giants. I think we owe you guys. We should have. We really could have beat y'all last year if we wanted to, but we wanted Chase Young. We were the smarter team. It was the Chase Young Bowl. We were both kind of tanking. We were just both bad teams last year. I think we're still teams that are progressing and getting better. I think we do sweep the. I don't think we sweep. I think we split with the Giants. I think we win one and split one and lose one with the Giants. We usually split with the Giants. Rich Heigl said, no, we sweep the Giants. I think we can, but Chase Young is really going to make Danny fumble a lot. That's the thing. Chase Young's going to get back there. Kerrigan's going to get back there. Who else? Matt Ioannidis, Deron Payne. All those guys are going to get back there. All those guys are going to get back there. So, yeah, Danny's going to be – it's going to be rough for Danny. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for Danny. Juan just said that that Juan Soto is still playing tonight. I don't believe that. I don't believe that's going to happen. I don't think they would let that happen. I don't think they would let that happen. Rich Heigl said no to the Giants. Rodney said I actually don't mind the name change because if they would have rushed it, they could have seriously botched it. The Rams logo should. Yeah, you're right. That's a good way to look at it too. Because if you rush, then you can pick a name that nobody likes. You can just rush and pick a stupid name like I'm not gonna say Renegades, but you can pick a silly name like the Cupcakes or something like that. You can really rush, and then you got to stick with that name forever. And the trademarks and all the legal things, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Rufio, if you see in the title, Juan Soto does have the virus already. I put that in the title. So I don't know if he's going to play tonight in the opener against the Yankees. We'll see. Obviously, he's not going to play. They're not going to let him play because he has the virus. So he's going to have to sit out for 2 weeks in quarantine. So he will be missing a few games for the MLB season. And then they got to test the other players as well. So, who knows what happens with that. Cruz in 26, thank you for the donation, man. Even though you're a Giants fan, thank you again for the donation. He said, you're cool, Ed. Great sense of humor. I guess you need to have a sense of humor being a Washington. Yeah, we both do. We both do. Because Giants fans, you guys have the top 6 pick in the last 3 years. You picked Saquon Barkley, who was the number 2 pick of the draft. Daniel Jones, the number 6 pick of the draft. And then who else did y'all pick that was so high? You guys had another draft pick that was super, super high. Andrew Thomas. So you drafted Andrew Thomas. So you guys have been awful as well. We've both been really bad. We've been the bottom of the NFC East. We both have been in the basement. So I can't wait till the Giants and the Washington football team until we get better. We play better. So I do have to have. Sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. That's a fact, and that's a big fact. All this stuff going on. Having Dan Snyder as our owner. The name change and losing games, being 3-13 last year. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for us. So I can't wait for football to start so we can just talk about football. That's what I want to do. I just want to talk about football, honestly. But thank you for the donation again. And, I'm not going to say good luck to your Giants. I can't say that. Cruiser said, we are trash. We are trash. Yeah, you guys are. And you're not better than us. Let's see here. Ty said the Giants don't have no wide receivers. we don't really have many wide receivers either. So, I can't really battle them on. They do have Golden Tate. They do have Sterling Shepard. They do have Darius Slayton. And he's okay. Evan Ingram's always injured. He's a tight end. So their receiving core is not that great. Our receiving core is not that great either, honestly. Both receiving cores are a work in progress. They're both a work in progress for real. Victor Jimenez said no preseason games will hurt Washington and Giants. It will hurt everybody. It can hurt everybody. It can hurt Dallas. It can hurt the Eagles as well. I mean, in my opinion, I think it hurt everybody because you're not practicing. You're not having games. Again, you're just not having competition. You're not having contact. And starters do play in the preseason. Now, of course, Carson Wentz is not going to play in the preseason because he's just bubble boy. He's wheelchair Wentz. So I wouldn't even play him in the preseason because he would probably fool around and get hurt. So it is going to impact. In Dallas, you guys have a new coach. So you got a new coach, a new staff, new offense, so it's different. It's different for everybody. Missing out on the preseason it's gonna impact some people. I think it is. In the training camp, just the situation, everything. There's gonna be more injuries, of course. I think there's gonna be injuries regardless. There's gonna be injuries regardless. But teams are gonna be rusty. People are gonna be rusty. It's gonna be a rough. The first 3-4 weeks are getting the rust off. There's going to be some sloppy tackling, sloppy football, sloppy throwing of football. It's going to be sloppy, man. It's going to be sloppy. Juan, Guy Talking Sports, shout out to my man Juan. He said Soto, they got to be trolling. Yeah, Juan Soto has the virus reportedly, so he's definitely not playing tonight. He'll probably be out for the next 2 weeks. Russell Westbrook had the virus for the Rockets, and he's down there now. He got the virus. I think it was reported about 2 weeks ago, and he's down there in the bubble right now, dunking and working out and all that good stuff. So, that's how it goes. Juan Soto's very, very healthy. He's a very healthy guy, very athletic guy. So he'll probably be fine. It's probably asymptomatic, really. Probably asymptomatic, if I had to guess. Anthony Menzato, what's up, man? He said, "Ed, can you please read my comment from before?" Ed, from the perspective of a Wizards fan, if you guys trade Bradley Beal to the Heat, what would you want in that trade? Apparently, he doesn't want to stay in DC. He never said he doesn't want to play for the Wizards. He never said that. He never came out and said that he demanded a trade or requested a trade. He's never said that before. But the second thing with the Heat, if we trade him to the Miami Heat, we need Tyler Herro. We need they got to give us Tyler Herro, probably Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn as well, and maybe a first round pick. Because once you get Bradley Beal, it's going to be a late pick. It's going to be a late first round pick. It's going to be really good with Bradley Beal. So, like I said, it'll be Kendrick Nunn, who played really well, Tyler Herro, and Duncan Robinson, and also a first round pick and a first round pick as well. So that's what I would say. Or it could be Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson, or Tyler Herro and Kendrick Nunn and a first round pick. That's what it would be for me. It had to be that, And I got to think of another big man. They have maybe I wouldn't say Bam Adebayo because that would be too much. That would be too much. So at the end of the day, it would be Tyler Herro, Kendrick Nunn, and a first round pick. So 2 guards. And honestly, throw in Duncan Robinson as well. It had to be Duncan Robinson. Teams and Beans, my favorite potential names is Red Wolves right now. It's Red Wolves right now. That's my favorite name right now is Red Wolves. So I don't really have anything else. Like I said, I'm over the name change. I'm ready for it to be done. It should be over by now, in my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. I'd rather it be Red Wolves. So Alex Repack said, "What do you think about the numbers on the helmet?" It's pretty cool. It's not bad. It's like Alabama. It's really like Alabama. That's how it is. It's really like Alabama. It's like a college team. It's like a generic Madden team. With a number on the side of the helmet. We don't have a logo. We just have a number on the side. It's kind of like I said, it's like a college team. That's what it looks like. So it's not bad. It's gonna we're gonna get used to it, I guess, for the year. Hopefully, he changes the name before the 2021 NFL season. That's what I'm hoping. Beast Mode 2.0 said, "Yo, the white on white with that helmet would be a nice look." Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad. Some of the stuff is growing on me. It is. Some of the stuff is growing on me. It would not be bad. It would not be bad at all. Alice Repack said, "What do you think about the numbers on the helmet?" I already read that one. Washington diehard fan said that he can have Scary. Yeah, they can have Larry Michael. They can have him. They can have him day one. Mike H said, "What would you feel about DCFC, DC Football Club?" Yeah, the thing about it, Ed, it sounds so clean to me. It would be really unique in the NFL. DC Football Club would be. It sounds like a soccer team. Now, it should have been DC and not Washington, in my opinion. It should have been DC. It should have been DC team or DC football because you can say Washington, the other state like Seattle, Washington, the state. So I think they should have been more clear and said DC football team. DCFC is interesting. That is better than Washington football team in my opinion. DCFC and the shirts, you can sell shirts. You can sell shirts that look like soccer jerseys. Maybe saying DCFC. That you can make some profit off that. Off of that, you can make some profit off that. So let's see here. Ready, Ray, you're a funny guy. The Washington football team. Manager said, "Get rid of Snyder. Let's go, Jeff Bezos." Yeah, anything to get rid of Dan Snyder. Anything to get rid of Dan Snyder. I would love to get rid of Dan Snyder, honestly. I would take anybody. I would take anybody. But sometimes you got to be careful who you wish for. You got to be careful who you wish for sometimes with the owner thing. You can get a crazy owner. You can get somebody like a James Dolan or somebody really bad. We probably have the two worst. Us and the Knicks, we probably have the worst owners in sports, of all sports. And the Browns. The Browns have a bad owner as well. So out of all the sports, we probably got the two. Jerry Jones is a pretty awful owner, in my opinion, as well. So we probably have the worst owners in sports. Prodigy said, "How do I feel about the jerseys? They haven't changed much, but how do you feel?" Yeah, they haven't really changed much at all. They haven't changed much. They're basically the same thing. They did take away the stripes in the middle of the helmet, on the middle of the head. That has changed. Of course, the logo is obvious, but like I said, it looks like a college team. It looks very generic. It really looks like a Madden expansion team. That's what it looks like right now. The jerseys aren't terrible though. They're not terrible though. They're not bad. They are a little bit different. So it is a little bit different. Like I said, I know they wanted to change them a little bit so they could sell the jerseys and make a profit off the jersey. So Rich Hiker said, "Geez, that it can get any worse." I don't think it can get any worse than Dan Snyder either. I really don't. I don't think it can get any worse than Dan Snyder either. Nighting said it's gonna be weird as an Eagles fan week one. Dang, sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough transition. So I mean, if we beat y'all, it's gonna be more of a troll. If we beat the Eagles with a no-name team, we're gonna be more of a troll. We're gonna be able to troll y'all so much. Talking about the no-name team beat y'all, which probably will happen week one. Rich Heigo said, "Geez, at it." Rodney said, "I agree with Rich Heigo. I totally agree. I'm not going to stress name. I want to see winning and development of our young players." Yeah, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. All I care is about winning. Like I said this before 2 weeks ago. I don't care if it's going to be the Washington Cupcakes. That's all I really care. I don't really care about the name too much. I'm over it. It does look like a joke a little bit, but I just want to see wins, man. I just want to see wins. I want to see the team win, man. It's about time we start winning games. I think we're wrong. We're going in the right direction. I think we're in the right direction. So I think we're going to start winning games in Ron Rivera. It's a new era. It's going to take some time. Rome wasn't built in a day, but I think we're definitely going to get there. Let's see here. Juan Gotti talking sports. My guy, he said fans at FedEx this year. If Maryland allows per Terry Bateman, I'm going to the Ravens game. I don't care. So you're saying you don't want to go to a Redskins game? You probably go to a Ravens game instead. But yeah, fans are supposed to be wearing masks. We'll see how that lasts. We'll see if that's allowed. I don't think any fans are going to be in the stands anyway, regardless. But I know fans are not going to. They're not going to follow that throughout the whole game. They're not. They're going to get drunk and stuff. People are going to be going under the influence. Nobody's going to keep the mask going. It's just not going to happen. If they're trying to, why you say going to the Redskins versus Ravens game? Oh, okay. That makes more sense, going to a Ravens game. Yeah, I want to. If they do allow fans in the stands, I don't think they will, but if they do, then that's probably the best game to go to see Lamar Jackson. Out of all the quarterbacks we played some pretty good quarterbacks this year, but seeing Lamar Jackson in person would be crazy. It would be crazy. But like I said, I don't think they're going to be having fans in the stands. And like I said, if they do, they're supposed to be wearing masks. I don't see fans following the rules on that. I just don't. Like I said, there's a lot of people who are going to be drinking and different things like that. So I don't see them, following the rules on that. I really don't see it happen. Crayon and Hector, if we win games, it don't matter. I agree. If we have no name, we start winning games. I don't care what the name is. If we start winning football games, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. If we start winning games, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Knighting said, "Aha, we will see about that. And it will be very embarrassing if you do. Good luck this season, man. Yeah, I know. If we do beat y'all with the Washington name, I think we will split with the Eagles. I think we're gonna beat you guys in week one. It will be very embarrassing for the Eagles game. So yeah, we got that that one guy. It's funny. He said, Washington get swept. Nah, y'all gonna get swept. You guys are going 2-14, just like Nick Wright said. You guys are trash. You guys are awful. You guys have drafted in the top 6 of the last 3 years. You guys have been trash ever since the banana boat with Odell Beckham. You guys have been trash. Ever since that boat ride y'all took, that zesty looking boat ride, you guys have been terrible. You have been awful. Top picks every single year. Let's see here. Brian Harden said, "Not this year. Yeah, we're not going to smoke this year." Rich Heigl said, "I keep looking for updates on players that were injured last year: Darius Geis, Reuben Foster, and Bryce Love." Yeah, I don't think. Actually, Geis should be healthy. Geis should be healthy this year. Reuben Foster should be ready, I think, but you can't count on it. And Bryce Love should be ready. They have not announced anything yet with their update on their status of coming back. But Geis should be ready. He should be ready because he sat out on like week 10 or week 11. He got hurt. He had some time to sit down and get ready. So I think Geis definitely should be ready for week one. He should be ready for week one. Reuben Foster, he should be ready as well. He was injured last year in March. So I think he should be ready. Bryce Love has been out forever. His injury happened in 2018, December 2018. Bryce Love got hurt. So he should be ready for the 2020 season, I would think. I mean, gosh, he's been out forever. So all 3 of those guys should be ready for the season. If they are ready for the season, those are some secret weapons that nobody's thinking about right now. That would be great for those guys to come back. Let's see here. Breesmo said Bryce Love is ready. Brian Harden said we'll sign Alexander. The Calvin Harmon injury is rough. That does suck, man. That does suck. Me 703 said Darius Geis looks good. Reuben Foster still working out like a dog, but he still got protective gear on. Bryce Love is incognito. Yeah, they haven't really talked much about Bryce Love. They haven't really talked much about it. So I haven't really heard much. We beat the Giants on Thanksgiving a couple of years ago, 2018. We actually beat y'all with Alex Smith. So we split a couple of times. So look up your facts, man. Look at your facts. I just answered you. We beat you with Alex Smith in your house. We beat you on Thanksgiving with Kirk Cousins on national TV. We embarrassed y'all. So, hey, I'm speaking facts. So look up your facts, bro. Look up your facts. So do your research, do your Googles, man, before you start talking. So yeah, we have beaten the Giants pretty recently. Moose Kamal is in the chat. He said, "Are you mad about the name?" I'm not. The name at first I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. It really did look like a joke. It really did. So at first it did look like a joke, but it's starting to grow on me a little bit. It's starting to grow on me just a little bit. So, I think as long as we start winning games, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. It is very generic. Like I said, it looks like an expansion team or a generic team in NFL and in Madden. That's what it looks like. But hey, we just got to start winning games. I think Dan should have been a little bit more prepared for this to happen. But like he said never in all caps. So that's what it was. So I'm just ready for it to move on. I'm just ready, and it's temporary. Dwayne Haskins said the name is temporary. Why are people overreacting? Yeah. I'm ready for some people are over, and it's okay. People get emotional. It is what it is. People get emotional and they're attached to a name. So I understand, but hey, if they change the name, if they rush and change it to something silly, now you can do a fan vote. Now you can get the fans involved. You can get the alums involved. You can do a Twitter poll. You can do an Instagram poll. You can do a Facebook poll. There's many things they can do now. They can really get the fans involved. So this helps them to stall just a little bit, and they can pick the best name that the fans really want. We already know what the fans want. The majority of fans want Red Wolves. Everybody wants to howl and call the stadium the Den. So that's what it would be. I think a lot of people want Red Wolves. Constantine Ross said, "I just got my Terry McLaurin jersey in the mail. Blessed. Bought it right when they decided to change the name. I was scared it wasn't going to come." Yeah. So I mean, congrats on you getting your jersey. Like Rodney said, make sure you thumbs up the stream. Make sure you guys like the stream. Make sure you guys sub if you're new to the channel. Yeah, I mean, James6767 said 2020. Yeah, it gets worse and worse, man. I'm happy. I can't wait for this year to be over. I really can't. It gets worse and worse every week. There's just some bad news. I'm telling you, some bad news every freaking week. Brian Harding, shout out to Brian Harding. He's a channel member. He said, "Great point by Meast." He said the trolls make the chat better. Yeah, there are some trolls that are pretty funny. There's some trolls that are pretty funny. Let's see here. Well, hey, like I said, there's one troll in here who's a Giants fan. Hey, like I said, y'all can have that victory. I didn't care about that last victory. Like I said, you guys want to Chase Young too. You guys want to Chase Young. So we got Chase Young, which is more important than winning a meaningless game. We both were eliminated from the playoffs. You guys were trash last year. You guys were 4-12. We were 3-13. We were both a dumpster fire. We're still developing as teams. We're both still awful, in my opinion. So the Giants are still trash. The Giants could fool around and go 2-14. Seriously, they really could. So, you said we're not beating Philly nor New York nor. So who are y'all beating? Who are y'all beating? Y'all might beat us once, but y'all not beating anybody else, and that's a fact. Your schedule is tough, just like ours. Y'all not beating anybody. I could definitely see y'all going 2-14. I could definitely see y'all going 2-14. Y'all definitely, like Nick Wright already said it. Brandon Marshall already said it. Y'all going 2-14. Your own players trash you. Your own players trash you. Even Amani Toomer said your wide receivers are trash and they need work. So everybody trashes the Giants. Everybody trashes. You guys are a joke. You guys are a joke as well. You are. Let's see here. Brian Harder said, I keep forgetting the name of that top Giant coach you hired. Steven, give me a minute. It'll come to me. Yeah, they hired Judge Judy as a coach, and they got Coach Clapp, Jason Garrett, who was one of the worst coaches ever. So they have no right to talk at all. Giants fans, they have no right to talk at all. Killer Jaw said next draft will be the draft for us. Somebody, where was that? Killer Jaw said something. Emil Brosh said Giants are trash. They got the worst GM. Danny fumbles. Yeah, David Gettleman is terrible. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He still uses a typewriter. He doesn't know anything about analytics. He's awful. He's one of the worst GMs ever. He really is. One guy. You're the most delusional guy, and your favorite YouTuber is delusional as well. He's a funny guy. All you guys are super delusional. If you guys would think you're gonna win more than 3 or 4 games, then you don't know what football is. You don't watch football. You're watching something else. You're watching tennis or badminton. You're watching cornhole. You're not watching football. If you think the Giants are gonna win more than 3 games, then you guys are watching something else. You're watching something. You're not watching football. Yeah, you guys want to Chase Young. You did. You want to Chase Young. You guys are crying for Chase Young. You guys are thinking. You guys are like, oh, Washington's gonna trade back. We're gonna get Chase Young and all this other stuff. You guys just fantasizing and dreaming over Chase Young, and then didn't get Chase Young. Giants fan wanted Ron Rivera. They wanted Ron Rivera as a coach too. Y'all wanted to hire Ron Rivera, but you ended up with Judge Judy and Coach Clapp. You guys have the worst. The worst. Yeah, Dwayne Haskins play. Yeah, that's what he sounds like. He's one of his disciples. He's one of his followers. We have some followers of that guy. They come into the chat from time to time and they try to troll. So that's what we have right now. That's what we have. Killer Jaw said the next draft will be the draft for us. We are not far off. A middle linebacker, cornerback, a tight end, one more wide receiver, and we are set. Next offseason will be substantial for us as well due to our cap space. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of cap space. We are. Alex Smith's going to be off the books. Brandon Sheriff, I don't know what we're going to do with him. Ryan Kerrigan will mostly be off the books. I don't know if we're going to bring him back. Even if we bring him back, it's not going to be for $11.5 million. I know that for a fact. So we're going to have a lot of cap space. Ronald Darby's on a 1 year. We have a lot of guys on 1-year deals. Not a lot of money invested in those free agents that we picked up this year. So we're going to have a lot of cap space. We just got to use it wisely. I think maybe get another receiver possibly. You got to use the draft. Z Smith, yeah, the Giants wanted Haskins so bad when they bash him and say Danny Fumbles the next best thing. Yeah, they want him so bad. They want everything the Redskins got. They want Gandy going as well. So the Giants are just, they're just delusional followers, honestly. That's what they are. They wanted Montez Sweat, too. They were salivating over Montez Sweat. Yeah, you say that now. You want a lineman, but you're not telling the truth. You definitely wanted a pass rusher. If you had the second pick of the draft, you definitely would have taken Chase Young. You were not going to take Andrew Thomas in the second pick of the draft. That would have been the stupidest thing ever if you would have taken Andrew Thomas with the second pick of the draft. Andrew Showell said, I feel like they should drop the Washington name and call the team the DC Red Wolves. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That would be mad. Brian said hashtag HCT Washington football team. Yeah, I call it HCTF. Hail to the football team. Hail victory. Somebody, Stephon said, who cares about the Giants? Yeah, who cares about the Giants? You know, it's just friendly trash talk. It is what it is. You know, we're going to trash talk all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. It's been fun. This is an out of nowhere stream. We'll do a stream again on Tuesday in my weekly streams. Hopefully, we have a football season. All right, y'all. Hail to the football team, hail to the Redskins, whatever you want to call it. Hail to the football team. Peace.